Hello everybody, welcome into the stream today. I am Altamir Lash and I will be your VTuber. Today we're going to be playing Alchemy, or not Alchemy, Arena. They both start with A. We kind of need to do something specific today, and those attentive enough to notice will see that I am on the daily purchase deals, and I'm not usually one for caring about the bling of decks, but at the same time, you'll notice that Calamity is available in the sale today for 75% off, which can be bought with gold, which we can earn plenty of. Only problem is we could get red. White? White's doable. So what we've thrown together is the meta copy pasta, and it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it'll get us there. So we could power through everything here using just some meta bullshit. So let's slam some meta bullshit and ruin some people's day in what I believe is standard arena. So there'll be less tools to be able to deal with the shenanigans we're doing. Now, what meta BS could we possibly be talking about? Well, it's Elspeth Stormslayer, and there's two ways to build Elspeth. There's the fun way, and then there's Heir Apparent. That's the one we're going to be doing. Now, does our opponent have the board wipe? Does our opponent have something to deal with multiple copies of anything? No, they're going to be ramping. That's good for us. Now, if they have a board wipe at any point, like, I don't think Damnation can come down right now, but anything really? Wait. One damage to each opponent. That's not my things. Now, are they gonna shock my Heir Apparent? Of course they are. Eh. Alright, so this turn we can draw whatever we want, but it would be handy if we drew a Heir Apparent, because next turn we could do potentially 3 Heir Apparents. But yeah, it's kind of the Elspeth play. We're just gonna throw out what they have. Let's use a bunny. Alright, so we got an Elspeth.
The real battle begins.
Can't exactly kill anybody when we only have 6 creatures on the battlefield, but we'll definitely set up a pretty sweet lethal. Are they attacking the Elspeth? Nope, this is the place. Oh, and there goes the house.
My strength.
Alright. And we just gotta pull back into this one. Cease.
Ready arms!
So we've got a good board going here somehow. Usually the first board wipe kind of ends the game right there. You got a big ob. I don't know if doing that at sorcery speed is really the best play.
Your reckoning has come.
Probably should have played the Heir Apparent first, but we typically do not go that long. The game is usually called a lot earlier than that. We're going pretty slow. Alright. Not enough for Calamity. So I didn't even realize. So I knew that Standard was like a 3-year rotation now, but God, March of the Machine and Aftermath was so long ago. I don't... that's not ideal, but it's fine. That's fine. Mana value 3. Okay. Destroy. Okay, I don't think we can actually beat courteous. That's actually some pretty sweet tech. Okay, we're gonna need to start drawing... We're going to need to start draw lands. Drawing lands? Real quick. We got like a roughly 50% chance. Thank goodness. Unfortunately, they get courteous this turn. If they have anything that prevents them from blocking, or prevents me from blocking, then we're kind of hosed. Hexproof for monocolored. Alright. If we're lucky, we can just throw a rabbit under the bus. If we're not lucky, they board wipe here. And we'll just scoop it up. Cool. On to the next. Maybe we're not in Standard Brawl right now. We're just in regular Brawl queue. Oh, they have a green... I think it's a protection, if I were to guess. Go has a green instant that can target either a player or a permanent, which in my experience is protect the rider. Gotta get in there for 2 damage. They have a blocker now. Well. Can't afford to just die here, can we? What's your ward cost? 2? Okay. Let's just get down the Elspeth. And, can't kill them this turn, so... Okay, that's the only target. We'll just get the dudes.
Join the fight.
Do we want to throw away some heir appearance? No.
And seize your destiny!
My guy flies now. So let's see what we can do with 32 twos of flying. All right. Opponent could not find trample. Literally all that they needed. All right. We got a couple things going on for us right here. Right here, right now. We got a pack, which has, ooh. Future enters draw a card. 5 mana for a 4/3 draw card. Doesn't seem that great. Okay. And then we got Calamity. Which we can just throw in right now. Apply styles. Calamity. Because there are certain things that are just great. Calamity, Bahamut, they're like 2 of the only things that we have blinged out, and together they rule the world. So we are just a couple matches away from getting the Veteran Brawler, which is nice. And we can switch off of white spells. We can play red spells. Guess what's Ruby is? And I think, yeah, we were in the regular Brawl queue, which is fine. Ruin our day. Ruin what's-his-face's name. I got some cold brew today. It's not awful. Of course, I doctored it up just like everything else. So my attempts at Marlin could not, didn't work out in the end. Ugh. No. Got, no. Still no. There we go. All right. We got the 3-card hand versus a control player. Get in there for one. We should have kept it up for the removal. That was my bad. If we get blown out right here because I attack for 1 damage, then it is what it is. Oh. Didn't draw the land. Sweet Calamity, though. I'll give it 1 more turn before we just, like, fold. Yep. Yep. No way you'd get anything off me. And wasn't a land. That's unfortunate. But the mulligan down to 3 will do that sometimes. We have won games mulliganing down to 4. I don't think we've ever won a game mulligan down to 3. Like, who knows? But I don't think so. Oh, I happened to pick up another box of, not a booster box, but another pack of Pokemon stuff. So we've got a decent amount saved up for a hand cam stream. I just don't know when I'm gonna want to do that. Oh my god. Look at that avatar. If this had red, it would be a decent hand. Since it does not, we're gonna ship it. This is the least of the ones. We'll see if we can scry to a better... ramp spell. Our opponent reads our commander. The opponent reveals Yadaro. I like the other art. Let's slam down this Chica. Take action, grab me a forest. If it doesn't die right now, okay, our opponent's gonna ramp just as hard as we will. Creature ramp, which is, I guess, fine for us. Grab another, I guess, forest. We'll hold on to the burn down the house just in case. Yeah, okay. That's kind of bad for us, but kind of not. I'll throw down Yoshi. Not that she can actually create a blocker, but... this forest. Oh, I guess it does untap. Get another mountain. I don't care. I do not care that it didn't do damage. That's not what she's there for. She's becoming the second best ramp in this deck. Yeah, my Kyoshi. This might be the first time that I've ever cast that. I cannot recall another time where that came into play. Can I Lumog? I cannot do Lumog. But I can Meteor Golem. And our opponent decides to draw 3 cards. Bap. Do we attack with the 8? I don't think so, because their commander is, yeah. We'll just get another forest. Their commander has haste, and would not want to attack into that. We got the tempo anyway, they're killing themselves. I don't know if they've got this. Let's grab a red. All right. So they have to do something this turn, and I have not lost a single point of life. Hi, I'm indestructible. Hi. That's a dinosaur. Well, they are, in fact, doing the thing. Holy Stromboni. Yeah, let's take that action. Good game. Couldn't quite get there, but that's probably just unlucky. If they had managed to gain tempo, probably would have not had the best time. So I know that not a lot is probably going to happen today. YouTube was acting real funky earlier. Let's see if it's up. Okay, it looks like it's back, which is nice. So, in theory, somebody could find us, but I doubt it. Alright, we got colors, we got all the ramp in the world. Can we win with only ramp? We don't even have the best one. We have, like, the second best one. And they're Titania. So we probably won't be doing good things. I don't think I'm gonna need another forest. Why is their faceplate all glowy? Oh, maybe it's because it's their turn. Sure. Get in there. And they got some pretty cards. Let's get us a untapped something. It's gonna be this forest. Swing. Now, if my math's correct, and I haven't done the math yet, but we should be able to rune card Obelisk into one of our other ramp spells, and then maybe do some Ulamog later. Where's Titania? For multiple reasons, it is not going well for us. Alright, good. Good, we drew that just in time. Yeah. Yeah, we can't even Ulamog this next turn. If we top deck a land, we're at 10. Now, I wouldn't sacrifice that now without another ability to get it back. Okay, there it is. Nope. Usually when I do the last one at instant speed, just in case the opponent has something. So we need a board wipe right now, or else we're just kind of hosed.
I will aid you. Harness the elements.
Not even attacking with the forest. That is not a board wipe, but my math might have been wrong. Here's an Ulamog. Let's get rid of the Ice Till. They could just replay their commander. There's nothing stopping them.
The land bestows opportunity for those who are worthy.
I played Titania before. She's very... Yeah, this is basically just what she do. She just explodes everything everywhere. I don't think... Okay, well, you're just gonna keep doing stuff. I can't block all of that power, so... I don't feel like... I do not feel the voyeur today. Hi, cat. A little bit. My cat is very cute. Okay, no ramp. This hand's going back. Okay, we got ramp, but it's that one. Okay. I've seen worse loot cards. I think the one from Aether Drift is the CEDH model, so... Now, what does this one do? Can't even read shit. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top X cards, or X is the number of card types among none. You can play those cards this turn. Okay. This one's like if you land enters, if I've had another land into the battlefield of the turn. Okay. We want more lands in hand? I think we just want to play the thing. It's fine. Dare we attack? No, I don't think we will. Board is 1. Confounding Conundrum. Unfortunately, that means we're doing it live. Oh, going with the multiverse. Rough hit off the top. I don't know if we're going to get there this turn, opponent. So we got green, green, green. This should get us to Kogla? Yeah, we'll hit Kogla mana. Dope. The opponent has seen enough. They cannot stop us from running Roughshod over their entire build. We got a ramp. The opponent's on Tiamat, so they're probably not rocking all the removal in the world. So the rune-carved obelisk has a decent chance of sticking. Need to defend the rider. Sure. Aired Archway is always awkward to pick up, but... Sure, we can use another land option. Get lightning bolted? I'll do it. Okay, so we got that. Obelisk. Is opponent holding priority? Oh, they have to decide if they want to use the cornucopia or not. And they have a Mox Jasper. Incredible. Alright, so we've got... I guess Chandra. Let's see. One mana, gain a bunch of life. That could be an issue. So we'll just put a stop to that now. Gain 5 life just by casting the commander. Also, we set them back a mana. Omen Paths is pretty good. We'll get Garo, that's real good. We'll have it fight your thing. Getting for 3. Now that does let down defend the rider, but I think that showing them that we mean business is probably more important. That might cost me the game. Get into business. Just gonna windmill slam the Dragonstorm again, getting Looked blue. Okay, the Regent. Interesting choices. Back to Furnace. We'll get Godolius, who's gonna get me Bristling Backwoods. Boom! Good thing they don't have the residual life gain. Thanks, Kogla. Getting bounced to the hand does nothing. Perfectly fine just windmill slamming it again. Is it breaching Dragonstorm? Yeah, it's breaching Dragonstorm. I like this guy. Dude's just like, we're gonna spin the wheel. God, look at him catching us with our pants down. We're gonna lose Ruby or Meteor Golem right now. It's the Golem. Yeah, we're gonna take that action. And the opponent has seen enough. Weeb card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +6/+0, X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. If X is 4 or more, draw a card. Of all the things to do, casting big spells, probably not that bad. I've recently been on a kick of wanting to build a Sunforger deck. That card does not exist in paper. Or it only exists in paper. Does not exist on Arena, or else I would. Long Fang. Yeah, this hand's fine. It's actually got quite a number of landfall things to do. So we'll drop the Forest, because if they have a disenchant, we don't want to give them the option of time walking us. And it is definitely possible that we just pick up a raw mountain. Don't need it. No, assemble the team. Look, this guy's playing with actual arena cards. So Tyvar was desparked. I don't think Kaya was. Wondering Emperor was not. Nisa was. And Vraska was. They don't have the kill spell? Yeah, they do. It's like, huh, are they not going to try and kill my commander? Okay, what do? Whenever another creature or land you control is put into a graveyard on the battlefield, put a +1/+1 target creature you control. Okay. Do we want a Glacier Godmaw? Yeah. Let's get this bad boy out. Because next turn we can Primordial and give it haste. Hey, buddy, that looks like a combo piece. Face the place. Opponent is desperately trying to get their damnation, and they did not. Oof, they had a moment to breathe, and I just happened to have the answer. Absolute rough day for them. So, I went to a convention this last weekend, and I basically had to reset my sleep schedule because of the way that I normally exist. Just woke up super early. But it was interesting, and I've definitely had more fun at conventions. Part of the Part of the problem was the way that I chose to engage with this particular con. I don't think I would want to do it again, just like for a night and a day. Yeah, no, it was rough. I had I played a couple games of Commander. Won 1, lost 2, you know, it's fine. The problem was that the opponents were very dirtily, to the point of like elf balling for 10 minutes on their turn. Like, bro, that is very rude. Like, please. The rest of us want to play the game as well. Also, I saw somebody that I never wanted to see again in a day in my life, which was not fun. I didn't talk to them, but not like that really matters. Didn't want to even see them. But, yeah, we kind of locked eyes from across the room, and I just stared long enough to realize, yep, no, that's her. Yeah. And I got to playtest a game, which was very confusing. At the pod, we had one person who helped design the game. We had the actual designer off to the side. We had another player who had played the game before in a previous playtest, and we had a dude who was like a professional playtester, and did that kind of thing for a living. Like, went to conventions and just played other people's games and gave them useful input advice. Was really good at being able to read the instructions and comprehend not just the way that they interacted, but also the way that, like, the way the gameplay would proceed and the hiccups of it, and was able to identify a couple things that were either good or bad. So it was a social deduction game. It was supposed to be a little bit like Battlestar Galactica, and the reason I don't play Battlestar Galactica more than once was because the one time that I did play it, I became the Cylon, the very first, not at the beginning of the game, but we had basically had everything go right for us. And so then when the Cylon happened, I was entirely unprepared. I was the only Cylon. And I was basically given the unenviable task of just kind of go for it. And I didn't know what I was doing. And it was awful. And then in this game, very similarly, I was not the traitor at the beginning. was given the trader card halfway through, and I had already spent the entire game, not as a trader, and had been giving, like, the most support possible to my team. And so it was just a really unlucky sequence of events and basically a cascading failure of the system. So yeah, it didn't go well for me. I got quite heated in the moment. I'm gonna be honest. I got very upset. But we were able to, after a couple minutes, go back and figure out what had gone wrong, make some suggestions. The dude, the playtester guy, had some very useful advice. I don't think any of my advice made it through, but yeah, I tried. And the Drakuseth turn 4, 5, somewhere in there, just gets us there once again. Moogle's Valor. For each creature you control, create a 1/1 white Moogle creature token with lifelink, then creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Alright, kind of expensive, but not the worst card. So I've been seeing a couple spoilers trickle in from the TMNT set, which we saw in the background there for a second. Some of the stuff looks interesting. Let's see, do we have cards in here yet? No. But, like, there's one 7-drop that I want to get in, but, like, there are just some awful art in this one. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to begin with, but the fact that, kind of like Avatar, like, Avatar at least matches the style a little bit. Like, this is very magic-coded. But returning back to New York City, why are they all New York City? Oh, and the other thing was, oh wow, this hand would be fun. This would be the biggest risk of the day. We'd need to scry into 2 lands. No, that's too much of an ask. Okay, this is much better. We'll toss back the artifact removal. We'll give him back the hello. But like I saw a picture of the food chain, and food chain, bomb card. Definitely gonna see if I can use it. Absolutely looks horrendous to me. They have a lot of red mana, some black mana. Opponent's reading our commander. We got them Arabian Nights back. You know, back when Magic started, they were going to have different backs for each set that they released, so this is going to be the second back. But at the last second, they decided that they were going to keep it the same back so that the cards could be, wow, they really did not want us to have our commander. I mean, good on them for having multiple pieces of removal at the same time. We'll ship back the... I wish that there was a desert that came into play untapped. You don't gotta do the wind up, my guy. You got ward? 4 more counters? Nope. Should be able to just Kogla you. Also, I've got 2 maps. Good thing I didn't use those maps. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that action. So we'll get the Surveil and the Manland. A fantastic way to use 2 mana. I don't think we need another land immediately. The opponent not drawing a lot of sagas. It's your turn to. Gains control of all permanents they own. Okay. He's back. And he's gone. It was not a good game for the opponent. That was not a good game. They drew a single, solitary saga. Man, the opponent got so unlucky. Like, I know that sagas can have a bunch of removal in them, just incidentally. It just, they... slow deck. Here are the Great Glass Spinner. I didn't even know this card was on Arena. There's no red in this hand. There is red in this hand. There's ramp. No protection, but, you know... Get me that Scryland. Surveilland? Sure. Absolutely fucking not. I'm gonna need more green in just a second. That was a great top deck, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, now it's down for the count. Get back the green, play the green. That's the best part. If you miss your land drop on the turn that Arid Archway comes in, You still get your thing. Let's do Yoshi. Because the opponent is just counterspells.deck, so we just got to beat that out of them. Non-creature spell. Yeah, not much I can do about it. Any creature's bigger. Yeah, but at least it's gone.
Power belongs to the patient.
Interesting. Cool. So we don't have a land drop this turn, so we could... Let's see. 4, 5, 6. So let's just remove a bounty. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can pay that. I think we might have not out-tempoed them, but got to the point where we can just kind of go nuts. We'll give it to that. Resolve. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing else I can do. Hey-ya! any permanent creatures you control. Okay. Oh, they're going in for damage. And we got there. That was extremely annoying. Leveled up. Vigilance, reach, death touch. Man, Richard Garfield, when he was designing Alpha, would just die. 13 days even. There's really not a ton in here that we'd want. We'll figure it out later. What does Ferrophore even do? I don't even remember. It's a green commander from Lorwyn. It's like a big chunky boy. Yeah, Ferrophore. Enters created number 1 resupplement is equal to the number of counters among creatures target player controls. The number of each counter on target creature. Yeah, we're not a counters deck. We could probably build a counters deck, but just very expensive. Ah, Vivi, the recently nerfed Vivi. Mulligan. There's no red in this hand. There's red, there's no ramp. There is a trumpeting Carnosaur, though. That might get us there. Okay. It got us there. Man, this new tree folk, whenever it's in hand, we either mulligan it away or we just win. Never got to cast it. Insatiable Air? Is this a Spider-Man card? We got no ramp. We got protection. We got green, red, ramp. And hopefully we draw another untapped land in the next 3 turns, but even if we don't, that's not awful. Vampire Warrior. Enters, deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token where you discard a card, put a +1/+1 counter. Alright, alright. Discard, discard a card. They all cost mana, though. My blood! Guess we're good. We're good. Good. The opponent looks like they'll get out of control quickly, but they are not fast enough to disrupt my first couple turns. I'm sure one Hindertark would just send them to the moon. Do we Chandra here and just kill their commander? It's gonna get out of range pretty quickly. Thunder's debut not looking too hot without the bargain. We've got no way to get an artifact right now. The opponent's got all the artifacts. Okay, they are out of range. That is rough. Alright, so we will just slam this Carnosaur. Get my Vornflex, that's pretty good. Oh, Forest's right. That's not an attack. Alright, so they're outside of range of burning, but they're within range of being double blocked. My man's doing this at sorcery speed. You know what's a card we never see? Chaos Warp. I don't think I've ever seen somebody actually cast Chaos Warp. Let's see, so you cost 8, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next turn, we take 2 damage. Be able to Vornclex. Yeah, we'll just take 7 damage, it's fine. Rough. Okay, so activate Vornflex. Oh, we got a Vaultborn and that's it. That's not good. Discarding. I guess reach. And now we'll double block. We'll get to keep the Vaultborn token, so it's fine. Yep, you got haste. Would we want to Thunderous debut the Grand Evolution? Want? No. Do? Maybe. Here he comes. Pick your favorite. Now, I don't think you can get big enough to do both of them. Because you gotta kill the Vaultborn twice. And we gain life off of it. Now we could sack that to Thunderous debut. First strike. Okay. 7 plus 1 custom cameras. We'll put on the trample. Alright. So, Glacier Godmaw plus Arid Archway. Is that? I don't know. Math is for blockers. Breaching we probably don't. Actually, breaching is an enchantment. Vigilance. Also trample. Math was, in fact, for blockers. Not something that I need to concern myself with. Just do the maximum amount possible and let her rip. Ooh. Oh. I mean, he's fine for a reanimator. Are we gonna earn this today? Possible. Just gotta jam 5 more games. Braco, Heartless Hunter. I can read. So we got ramp, we got this. They're in colors to deal with it, but if they don't deal with it, then we go into some hot stuff. Yeah, why not? Warning villain. Whenever a creature an opponent controls the greatest power among creatures that player controls dies, draw a card, play this first. Yep. Scry 1. The forest. Yeah. You're a 4-3 for 3. That's pretty good. Dang. Okay, so we have to play this now. Just drop this. Non-black, nah. Claim the firstborn. Kind of funny with this commander. Let's just play the counterspell. Ditch the Bahamut. There he is. There she goes. Now, he's probably removal.deck, isn't he? Okay, so we got 0, 1, and 2. And 3. There's no key mana value. Okay, 2 is looking pretty good. Would set him back the most. Okay, we're taking 5. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could Sylvan Primordial, which would take him off of land. That's actually a pretty good idea. And we still get to bop him for Mox Amber anyway. So we'll take him off of 2. Get me a Stomping Grounds tapped. Go in over his head. Activate for 0. Set him back 2 mana. That gets the Bounty County. And the opponent did not actually have any more removal. I scream. I found my questions. I lost my answers. Avenger of Zendikar in the command zone. There's no red in this hand. There's 2 reds and a thing, so if you can top deck the 3rd land in the next 3 turns... this hand can go places. I mean, we've lost games just because that didn't happen, but... never didn't have it. Get in there. Now, do they have the lightning bolt? Because that would mean we'd need to draw another untapped land in the next couple turns. Well, they're gonna try and tempo us out, which is fine. Send back the mountain. Doesn't matter, don't have any 1-drops in hand. It's probably worth losing my commander. Yeah, I think it is. Take them off red. Curses, they're back on red. We can do this, though. Look, I have landfall now. Look at me. I am the landfall player now. Sweet. An offer you can't refuse. Alright, we're getting close on our weekly. Ugh. Marlin. Yeah, I've just not had good luck pulling this deck on Arena. There's no green in this hand. I mean, there's barely any green to begin with, but there's no green in this hand. So... Rip it back. And there's ramp, there's stuff, there's a little bit of board wiping action here. Just need that third land, as always. Oh. Yeah, they're not gonna block. Nice. So we'll do the forest, because that allows us to do this. Gives us this. It's not the best thing to go to the yard, but it's also not the worst. I mean, granted, it could get us a fetch land, which would have been great with the Ice Till. Here's their commander. They get nothing. Nothing, and you'll like it. How about, let's see. The Storm's Wrath will get rid of most of the board, but Marlin will survive. So let's just take the opportunity. It's not really a great opportunity. Hey, we got lands. No attacks. Not drawing the best of nonsense, and they are doing all of their nonsense. So they might actually get something off this. Yeah, there's a ramp. There's a ramp. Can't really let them get out of control like this. I'm just a turn too late. So now, if we wrap this board... dare we block? We're gonna wrap this turn. We'd get... some stuff, yeah. Well, I mean, we're not gonna be doing anything else, so that's fine. On the path. Sequencing. If we do this, we can do this. Alright. Can't stop the board wipe. He stopped the board wipe. Another Vivi. No red in this hand. We got colors, we got a ramp. We got something to ramp into, we got a board wipe. Not a board wipe for wide boards, but... Opponents on the play, which could make this rough. Our opponent reads our commander. Our commander gets bolted. Yep. Of course, they had the 1 mana. Well. Seems that Vivi is still alive and well. Nope. I got all my shit counterspelled. You can go fuck yourself, Arena. Absolutely not worth the toilet paper that Vivi was ever printed on. They knew what they were doing. So we have no ramp. But we do have interaction. And our opponent is Cloud. Okay, we got colors, we got ramp, we got a little bit of protection. We got more ramp, and we got more ramp. Yeah. Oh, they got the cool horse. And the best turn 1 play in white. Let's see. So this one's +1/+1 counter and hexproof. This one's +1/+1 until end of turn. So Snakeskin Veil is the one that you want to pop first, because its bonus sticks around a little bit longer. Ruinor Battlehammer. We'll ship back the dust. We are getting our ship pushed in. Green, 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 and 2. It's really green intensive hand. We can just do that. In combat, target creature gains first strike or vigilance. If that creature is equipped against first strike and vigilance until end of turn said. We'll just take the Officer Guard as aid. Godmaw's pretty good. You got it, bud. Yeah, I think it's gonna be green. Yay, 6 life. He did his jobber. I think that's going to be it. In. Opponents realizing the futility of the situation. They all have trample, by the way. So many trees. Alright, the Wild Growth Summoner is pretty freaking good. Yeah, we got the Brawling Mage. Turns out when your entire deck is based around doing nothing but ramping, turning all of your trees into tree men. Pretty good. Veteran Brawler. Do I want to be a Veteran Brawler or a Festive Fighter? You know, I would want to keep Festive Fighter because I have a special affinity for Christmas, but this is a brawling account, and all that it does is brawl. Oh, God, that's the worst. Maybe not with a fairy, but just anything. Yeah, I like more Ken size. Let's see, how much time we got? We got enough for at least one more. And finally, after all this time, both of the cats have decided to come and sit on my lap, which means we've got like 20 minutes before we have to disappoint them utterly. Yeah, you're very cute. Look at that side-eye. That bombastic side-eye. Oh dear. Selective detective. There is no red in this hand. There is red. There is no ramp in this hand. There's protection, but no ramp. There's protection. There's ramp. Okay, so we'll take this. We'll toss back the ice till. And we'll hold up the redirect lightning in case the opponent has something. Okay. Dark Ritual. And Creature player. Okay. Well, I don't really like that, that version of protection. It hits less than you would think. Redirecting spells is awesome. Nothing I can do. It is an enchantment central. Yeah, we'll keep that. Because guess who's got an artifact? No, they're taking the extra turn. I don't like that. Oh, let's see. We could do removal. Fight. Blow up. Boom. Where is the Scarab God going? Back to hand. Cheating the commander tax, but on a 5-drop, it's not the worst thing in the world. Open library. Yep, there it goes. You hit the Ulamog. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't Tooth and Nail entwined this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we can do Ring, Raging, and just throw down our commander. You could have played that first. With a nail and twine. Do they have the counterspell? Yeehaw. That's why I had fun. So that's why Redirect Lightning is actually pretty good. Would you like your counterspell to happen? Yes, no. Well, too bad. Your counterspell is now targeting the spell. Let's see. So simply enchanted at any cost. Pay 200 life. It's a cost over any number of gains. I think that's just my lands are getting me there. We have, oh, we do have 2 rare. So we can, in fact, improve the consistency of our deck. Pay 1 life. Give me colorless and only the ones I haven't collected. Land. Colorless lands. Okay. So we want green and red. So we'll take the Verdant Catacombs. We'll take the Misty Rainforest. We have 2? Okay. Drop 1 of each of these. Yeah, the deck's mostly green. Cool. And now we're more set up to play a Sultai, Grixis, is it? Whatever. It's the boring includes, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and there's enough landfall synergies that it becomes important. We've definitely had some clunky plays where the excavator's not good enough because we didn't have enough fetch lands yet. So once you've got the whole suite, we'll be fine. Admiral Brass, the Unsinkable. We got 2 colors, we got no ramp. We got 2 colors, we got no ramp. We got 2 colors, we got no ramp, but we got protection. We got 2 colors, we got ramp. There it is. We'll toss back the Dolius and this forest. Bunch of fucking tap lands coming in. Get in there for 1. We're probably about to lose her anyway because you're in all the colors to deal with them. Oh shit. You counterspelled? No, Malcolm. It's not good for the opponent. They're definitely more of a mid-range deck, and I don't know if we... Now they have a counterspell? No? I'm drawing the best of cards, but since our draw engine deals 6 damage every time that it goes in, that's a lot of Siren Pirates in the yard. Oh, okay, 1 Siren Pirate and a Siren's Roost, that's fine. Oh, and what are they getting back? They're getting back the Bedevil. Oh, that's unfortunate because we are shields down at this moment in time. I mean, there's no way it's making it back to my turn at this point. Yeah. We're doing it at sorcery speed while we're tapped out. Alright. And Kiyoshi. In for 8. And the opponent realizes that they can't kill us with spot removal. Kiyoshi wins games. Alright, we got time for 1 or 2 more. I dared to ask answers, I dared to seek questions, to fulfill the vessel that must shatter. Maybe we'll only have 1 game left if we have to wait for days for our opponent's potato to load in. Oh good. A courteous with the avatar. There's no red in our mana base. And the opponent's going first. There's no green in our mana base. There's red and green and protection, but there's no... there's ramp. We've got stuff to do. So we will keep... Obzon. Where'd the man land go? Oh, we already played it. So we'll just get a fetch. Or, I guess, surveil. We don't need another land right now. We'll send back the counter tower. It's the only untapped one. And then our opponent makes his thing Menace and powers it up by a bunch. Get a snake skin bill. And a roach. I forget they get both. Okay. Double. Yeah, alright. Itali seems pretty alright. Though we can just Vorinclex. Keep up the ruby so that we can double block. If our opponent wants to deal with the Vorinclex, it'll step them back a little bit more. You can have my commander. You can have Vorinclex too if you want. But you didn't get to do the thing. Sweet. It's all... All right. What do you want me to do? Only other play would have been to golem the thing to make blocking easier. All right, we got colors, we got ramp. We got something to do. It's pretty all right. Switch Surge is better because it does something relevant, but you play it later because there's a non-zero chance you get to 8 mana and can use the kicker. Oh man, our shit didn't get counterspelled. Are they sorcery speed mono blue? Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Watch this. So, tap for green, play this, send that back to hand, Wildgrowth Summoner, this forest also becomes OP, and then we'll go in for 3 days. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should be able to. Tee. Ooh, don't like that. I was like, nah. Alright, that's too many forests. We can't stop that many forests. Wildgrowth Summoner. MVP, actually, in ramp decks. That card was specifically crafted with my deck in mind. Well, it's getting pretty close, so I don't think that I cannot risk a game running long again. Thank you for coming and watching the VOD. If you want to, if you comment on this one, then I will put up the reservation more than an hour ahead of stream, just so that you know what's going to happen. If you don't, then there's nothing I can do for you. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube things. I'm gonna head out of here. We might be able to go on tomorrow. Might be able to do a European stream. Who knows? Not me. I need to go shopping tomorrow, actually. Desperately. I am out of milk. I am out of snacks. Luckily, I can purchase stuff around the work area, or else I'd just be hungry. Regardless of that, I'm glad that we were able to get in some wins today. Let's see. Our tracker says we have a 57% win rate on Ruby. Hell yeah, winning win rate. Okay, bye, goodbye. See you next time. Hopefully I can remember to redo the PNG tuber model at some point. Whatever. Goodbye.